Happy Sunday to all you Razorback fans out there. Today, once again, I will be providing my Inside Arkansas Devotional. A day after a game. A day after a Razorback football game, to which I will provide, in some cases, words of encouragement, or in some cases, fire and brimstone for everything. I appreciate each and every one of you coming here today and being in attendance. But I must say, after going through what so many Razorback fans went through yesterday, as well as waking up this morning and having an idea of exactly what transpired, or at least trying to make any sort of idea or make sense out of anything of what happened yesterday between Arkansas and Oklahoma State, it's a really difficult thing to do. You know, there's a lot of stories that we can look back in history and in time and be able to look at things that we could look at for encouragement. You know, this whole idea of going through trials and tribulations and strife in order to, on the other side of it, come out better from it. Feel like there's a light at the end of the tunnel. That we're going to see the greatness and the glory that everybody has been told, everybody has been promised, that one day it'll happen. But the longer the days go by, the further and further away it feels. Razorback fans feel like you've been going and walking through the wilderness for 40 years. Getting a little bit of bread and manna here and there. Just being told it's going to be better. There's been some mistakes made along the way, but it's going to be better. It's going to be okay. But unfortunately for Razorback fans, it keeps happening. These trials, these tribulations, these times of troubling strife, it just keeps pounding on you. And that is what is one of the most difficult things when it comes to our lives. As human beings, we can only take so much. We get to the point to where we are getting beaten down and we are being hit with every single thing that could come our way. And we keep wondering and hoping and praying that it'll come to an end, that something will happen in our favor, that something will go right in our lives. And then once it does, we'll be extremely thankful and never take it for granted. But the days just keep going by. It just keeps happening again and again and again. No football team's perfect, sure. No program will ever just win every single game every single year. But you know, Razorback fans have not asked for perfection. They've not demanded it. Because there's no such thing. What Razorback fans have asked and prayed for is simply a team to be proud of. A team that can go out and compete each and every week. A team that can win. And the unfortunate thing about it all is that it's been provided. You've been provided with a talented team, with an offense and a defense that is very effective, with depth, with all the pieces to make what would be a winning football team. But you were given that last year too. And the year before. It's like you've been given this highest of quality of meats. The best filet mignon you can ever have. All you got to do is cook it and eat it. But if you don't have a grill, you don't have a smoker, you don't have a cast iron skillet, you got a piece of metal, and a lighter. Now, can you cook that steak? Sure. You know how long it's going to take? A long time. Is he going to cook it as effectively and as thoroughly? No. It's not. So once it is finally cooked and you bite into it, it just ain't it. And that's how it feels with this Razorback football team. You have what you need. You have everything you need to make it good. The problem is you just don't have the tools in order to make it work. And that falls on the coaching staff. Now, I am not sitting here saying that the entire football staff, coaching staff for Arkansas needs to be fired, and that Sam Pittman needs to be fired today. Not what I'm saying. So do not misconstrue what I am saying. But folks, at some point in time, the team does not need to learn from their mistakes. Or at least being told they need to learn from their mistakes. The team no longer has to just go in and get better. At some point in time, the team has to execute getting better. There is no point in constantly making mistakes, saying you're going to fix them, asking for forgiveness, repenting of those mistakes, but then time and time again, you just keep doing it. It's not what this is about. This is about giving the Razorback fans what they deserve. Giving you all what you deserve. What you deserve is a football team that keeps you engaged, interested, excited, where you can wear that Razorback red and that Razorback logo on your helmet or on your hats. And I guess if you have a helmet, you probably need one. Just being able to have all those things go in your favor. Just once. And there's no excuse for what we've seen. It has to change. And it has to change now. Not tomorrow, not after breakfast, now. You have 10 games left of the season. You've won one and you've lost one. Your most difficult games are in front of you. And luckily for you, there's other teams in this conference and other teams on the schedule that don't look invincible. I'm looking at you, Auburn. Looking at you, Texas A&M. Looking at you, LSU. There are games on this schedule that you are good enough to win. That you can turn your season around. But it's not up to us to help you with that. You have to do it on your own. You have to correct the mistakes in your life. You have to be the one that changes your life. You can admit that you've messed up. You can say that you're going to get better. You can ask for patience. You can do all of that. But until you execute, until you actually do it, I'm not going to believe in it. No one should. Don't believe in it for a second. Because this isn't an Arkansas problem. This isn't a football program problem. You can have success. You can live and have a great football program that fans can be excited about. But what you cannot do is expect fans to keep coming back and back and back to you, expecting you to be better when you continue to make the same mistakes over and over again. When we know you're capable of more. We know you're better than this. It shows that you're better than this. But you have to grow up. You have to mature. You have to understand that there's more to this than just having talent, more to this than just having depth. Sure, it's important, but you got to do the little things. You can't let the little things go by the wayside. You have to do the small things, and when those happen, when those add up, you're going to be a good dadgum team. But this idea that you're just going to say, well, we got to get better. Proud of the kids. We're a good football team. Then you have to show it. You have to show that you are what you say you are. No more words. Words are in vain. It's vanity. My brothers and sisters in the Razorback fanhood, you've done your part. You've done your part. It's up to them. It's up to them. Do not accept anything other than a winning program. Do not accept anything other. Having a team that does the small things, the little things in order to win. Do not accept it. You can be great, Razorbacks. You can be great this year. But until you put it into action, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Faith without works is dead. Belief without the action is meaningless. We are wandering through the wilderness for 40 years. Razorback fans feel like Job right now. But don't give up hope, Razorback fans. Don't give up hope. Because the second you give up hope, you've lost it all. But it's up to them. Change it. Fix it. No more words. Get it done. Thank you for watching today's Inside Arkansas Devotional here on Inside Arkansas. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, as well as follow us on InsideArkansas.com for all the great content that we're going to be putting out each and every day, dealing with the Razorbacks, as well as coming out to the Leroy on Dixon Street Monday night, 6 p.m., leading right into Monday Night Football. We're going to have a lot of fun there, too. Appreciate all of you. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And hopefully, just hopefully, you'll be able to enjoy yourselves next week as we return. Till then, have a great weekend.